What's going on, everybody? This is Mark Kaiser with a mobile home dealer coming to you with another quick video. It's very time sensitive, and we're going to talk today about the upcoming recession, if we're in a recession or if we're not in a recession, or what's even the definition of a recession. That's not the purpose of this video. This video is to be able to inform you of what's going on in the mobile home space with everything that's going on in this wacky economy that we have going on right now, and how you, as either a buyer or a seller, can take advantage of this economy to not only prevail, but to ultimately succeed with your purchase or the sale of your mobile home. So thank you so much for taking a moment to watch this video. Before we get started, y'all know the drill. We need you to do us a favor and smash that like button and make sure you're subscribed to the channel below, so that you're up to speed with everything that's going on here with the mobile home dealer, both through our educational series, our one-off videos like today, and all the home videos that are coming up here on a daily basis. We have a lot of new listings coming in. It's a very exciting time here at the mobile home dealer. So thank you so much for taking a moment to watch this video out of your busy day. Let's go ahead and get started. Today we're going to do something a little bit different. I got a little cheat sheet here with a couple of notes. So if you see me appearing off here, I'm making sure I'm covering the topics because I want to make sure you folks are getting all the information as quickly as we have it here at the mobile home dealer. So when we're talking about what's going on in the economy, what's going on in the real estate world, what's going on with the mobile home space, okay, we're going to divvy up this video into two sections. The first one is going to be if you are buying a mobile home, okay? If you're in the market to buy a mobile home, congratulations. Should be a fun and exciting time to be able to get that piece of paradise down here and be able to really enjoy the mobile home lifestyle. But there are two things that we want to make sure you guys are up to date on. Okay. The first one is if you're buying a mobile home, make sure you speak to the seller and get an informational list on what physical updates that have been done to the structure of the home. Okay. We've covered the difference between structural and cosmetic updates in other videos. Look through the channel. You'll be able to find that real fast so you're fully updated on and educated on everything that determines a cosmetic or a structural upgrade. So check that out when you have a chance. When I'm talking about the structural upgrades, okay, I'm talking about the AC, the roof, the plumbing, the wiring, the flooring structure. Those are your five big things, okay? Now, the reason why it's important to understand when the structural upgrades have been done is because we're all aware of how expensive items are, okay? Whether they're building materials, groceries, tennis shoes, cars, whatever, okay? So if people are going and they're upgrading their home right now to sell it, and they're doing it with structural upgrades, make sure you have an understanding of what they got done, when it was done, and if you can find a receipt. The reason why the receipt is important is, for instance, if they did a roof over, many roofing companies will offer a one-time transferable warranty. So if the seller got a roof over on their house in the last year or two, then they may be able to give that warranty and assign that warranty to you. If you don't ask those questions, you might not get it. Okay, so that's important. Similar with AC. Some AC companies in the area will do the same thing. So that's important to know. Okay, now when you have those receipts and when you know what the structural component upgrades have been, then that'll give you a really good idea on why they're pricing their home the way they are. Okay, the second thing that you as a mobile home buyer in this economy need to know is be very sure what the lot rent is. Get the lot rent verified. Well, Mark, how do I get the lot rent verified? I'm just going to go off what the seller says. No, don't do that. You want to call the park or stop into the park office, identify who you are, and make sure that you get something on letterhead that states what the lot rent is for that exact home. Okay? Some of these parks are going to be, the lot rent will vary depending on the view or the location in the park. Some of the parks are going to be the same across the park. You want to make sure you get that verified by the owner or the manager of the park. For added bonus points, you also want to make sure, this is your pro tip of the video, you also want to make sure that you find out when they increase their lot rent, and on average, how much do they increase it? Okay, this is important to know. A lot of times, mobile home parks will increase their lot rent every year. It'll vary on a percentage basis. And a lot of times, parks will increase their lot rent and it'll begin on the first of the year. So you want to make sure you understand that so you get a pretty good idea of maybe last year it increased 2%, but then 3 years ago it increased 5%. You can get a real good idea from a financial standpoint where the lot rent is, and maybe with an educated guess where it will go next year. The reason why that's important is because we started the video talking about buying a mobile home should be a fun and enjoyable experience. If you don't know what your budget is and you don't know what possible bills are coming in, that fun, enjoyable experience can quickly be a very stressful and uncertain time. So make sure you understand what the structural upgrades are, if there's any pass on warranties, get the dates, maybe some receipts on those items, and then as well, make sure you understand and get the lot rent verified, okay, by the park owner or the park manager. Those are two huge things if you're buying a home. So, okay, Mark, what happens if you're looking to sell a home? Well, if you're looking to sell a home, we got two ideas for you too. Okay, if you're looking to sell a home, right now in this economy, we're seeing two big no-nos that are going on with sellers. Okay, so the first one, they're all going to be based on price. Okay, so the first one, if you're looking to sell your mobile home right now, guys, you have got to make sure that you're educated in the market at what other like homes are selling for. Okay, so let me give you an example. Let's say you have a 2-bedroom, 2-bathroom, double wide. It's in good shape, and you have some maybe a new AC unit on it. Okay, just for this example. Shop around, ask some questions, talk to other parks, talk to other sales agents, other mobile home brokers, and find out, hey, what is this type of a home selling for in this area of town right now? Okay, that'll give you a real good idea of where to at least begin pricing the home. If you use a reputable broker or a reputable sales agent, they'll be able to walk you through this. But if you're heck bent on just doing it on your own, make sure you get this information on the front end. The reason why is because the same old adage that we have all heard for decades, you don't want to be the most expensive house in the neighborhood. That is very true right now, guys. It's very true. So you never want to be the person who's got that 2-bedroom, 2-bathroom mobile home that's a double wide that is priced so much higher than all the other homes just because you feel that's what you need. Okay, that's going to what they call price you out of the market. Okay, and if you're looking to really sell your mobile home and you're looking for that home run price, okay, keep in mind, even if you own the home outright in cash, you have this invisible thing called lot rent. You also have utilities and you have maintenance and upkeep of the home. Okay, so we strongly suggest not going for that home run price, but looking at what is being sold or what is selling in the marketplace right now for a like home just similar to yours. Where's the price at? Get an idea. That'll at least give you a beginning step on where to price your home. Okay, so the second thing we want to make sure is understand the age of your home and can the home get financed. Okay, so let me explain. The vast majority of mobile homes on leased land, just in case you don't know this, they are not going to be able to get financed by your regular financing institutions. So Bank of America, Chase, Wells Fargo, the big boys, okay, they're usually not going to create a mortgage for something that's on leased land. That's a whole other conversation to get into on another day, but they usually will not. Now, there are smaller companies that will fund on these that only do loans on mobile homes on leased land. But generally speaking, they have very tight requirements, one of which is going to be the age of the home. If your home is older than a 1976 home, chances are it's going to be even more difficult to have even those financing companies lend on your home. Okay, so let me walk you through an example. Let's say you have a 1975 home. It's in great condition. You've decked it out with nice countertops, new appliances, new AC, and man, it looks great. I mean, it looks fantastic. It's a 1975. So that means chances are you're not going to get a financing opportunity, or the buyer's not going to get a financing opportunity from a Chase or a Wells Fargo, and they very well might not get a financing opportunity from one of the mobile home lending agencies. So now what you're doing is if you price your home way too high, you're going to be relying on someone who can only pay cash for a presumably overpriced home. So now you're waiting for an only cash buyer who is okay, ready, and willing to overpay for a home because all the other homes in the area are noticeably less expensive. So you're taking your buyer pool from a big buyer pool to a very tiny one. So something to think about as well. So if you're a seller, here are the quick 2 points to review. Make sure you understand what is being sold in the area with a like home. of yours. Number two, understand what age your home is. And the age is going to be, if you're not familiar with this, on your title, on the top line of the title, it's going to say the age of the home. If it's a 76 or older, you may really not have any opportunity for that buyer to go and get financing. So now you're relying on a cash buyer. So folks, when we're walking into what could be a recession or what could not be a recession, nobody really knows right now. Make sure that you understand these 2 points of a buyer and of a seller of a mobile home. Understanding these points will not only be able to provide you, the buyer or the seller, with more education and a better idea of how to take advantage of this market, but a way to be able to prevail and succeed much better than you ever thought. Guys, thanks so much for taking a moment to enjoy this video. Again, please like and subscribe to the video below so that you're a part of everything that goes on with this with the Mobile Home Dealer channel. And guys, we'll see you on the next one.